do 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 do. Boom boom. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is coffee time. I never really use this deck. This is a nice deck. So here I am. We have storms coming. There's my husband. Good morning, Mr. Fry. Don't I look a little crispy? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's okay. I have already tucked the horses away, tucked Clem away. And wind's kicking up out here. We have a storm of ruin. I know that the Midwest has had some storms and just a little sunburn. Just skosh. But we are broadcasting to all channels today, so that's a nice thing. Sometimes My Mystical Life doesn't pop through on Facebook. I'm not sure. Kelly Lavoy, good morning. How are you this morning? I hope all is well. We are on for coffee time this morning. How you feeling, baby? Sam was. I did not put the goats in. Sam was sick yesterday, so I kind of sat on the couch with him, and then I went outside and did work. But I was with him yesterday morning, so I didn't get online as I had done the week before. So, anyways, let's just chit chat this morning. They'll be fine. Stuffy still. Okay. The goats will be fine. Heather Johns, good morning. How are you this morning? I pulled out a deck of cards. I actually pulled out a couple decks of cards that I don't usually use. So, blame it on Sam for not being on. I didn't, at first you weren't up, and I don't want to get on because I get loud. I'm loud. So, I try not to do that. But yes. Set to public, we did that all already. It's giving me all these little reminders of what I'm doing wrong. Lisa Phillips, good morning. How are you this morning? Anyhow, it is a beautiful Tuesday morning, kind of. Not here, really. We have some really heavy-duty storms coming in. So I figured I'd get online before they pop through. Sherry Ann, good morning. Good morning, Penny. Good morning, everybody. So I have, like I said, I have a couple decks of cards out that I haven't had out in a very long time. I have the Goddess Power Oracle sitting here and the Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Lynn. So I'm just kind of, I don't know if I like these. I'll let you know. Jasmine, good morning. So we turned our laser on yesterday for the first time. We've had it out there for about 2 weeks now. Windy in Sylvania. It's going to get really windy. Back to muggling, baby. So we turned it on for the first time and it actually worked. So we're super excited. It did the thing it was supposed to do. And I was like, wow. Because I was really intimidated by it. It's a big piece of equipment. And I have a specific use for it, but there's so many other things we can use it for. We're really excited to get that going. I believe crystal grid packs are on the way. That's what I think is happening. Sacred geometry etched water containers, so you can change the chemical. Because when you're anybody that was in Sam's sacred geometry classes knows that when you put water through pipes and things like that, right? You work it through systems, it changes the molecular structure and it breaks it down of water. So what we're going to be doing is creating a line of watercrafts and water bottles, just regular water bottles and jugs that you can have the sacred geometry put directly on there, etched into the glass. So every time you drink your water, so the sacred geometry goes into the water and restructures it back to its normal state. So it's healthier for you. Yay! I'm excited about that. I'm really excited about that. I'll also be using it for oracle board tables, which was the original intended use, but I'm very excited about the other. Okay. So how is everybody this morning? Could I have a word for the morning, please? How is your day so far? Let's have a day. Let's have a name for the day. Good morning, Inga. How are you? Beautiful rising. Beautiful. Good morning, Sandra. Yeah, I'm really excited about the sacred geometry the water products that Sam's going to be working on. Oh, that's really cool. Calm. I love that. Expansion. Perfect. Perfect. Peaceful. Right? Right? Oh. So I have a new addition to my healing table. And I'm really excited to I'm still working on the energy for this, but I went and acquired a buffalo skin. I'm so excited about it. So this will be for use on my buffalo tape on my table when I'm doing shamanic healing sessions, and it's really quite beautiful. It's very well done, but very sacred at the same time. So I'm very excited about that, and I'm still working on the energy, balancing the energy within the rug, the leather. Just feels like it needs to be done. Anyhow, okay. Let's move on. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Let me see who is here. Can you guys hear the peacock? Peace, peace, right? Happy, awesome. I like it. There's lag this morning. Just so everybody know there's lag. Whew, I feel a little crispy. Oh my, I was waiting to book my session till I felt it felt right. Now may be the time. I'm really excited about it. I've waited years for one. Years. And this one kind of fell into my lap, and the guy kept saying lower and lower and lower price point on it, and I was like, and then my guys went, get it. Unity, I love Unity, great. Okay, that's a great one. Let's go with Sandra Snell. I know, I Buffalo Energy. I love working with white buffalo calf. She came into my journey really early on, and I didn't know what she meant at the time. Anyhow, let's go with Sandra Snell. You have something new coming in, Sandra? You have something new coming into your practice? Are you thinking about so for anybody that doesn't know, Sandra Snell doesn't live too far from me. We've met in person one time, haven't we, Sandra? I think we did. We met maybe at the Finley tax swap or something like that. Something like that. I think we met. But she does mostly holistic veterinary medicine, large and small animal. And she has a thriving practice out here in Central Ohio, Northern Central. Yeah. I thought we met. Okay, so Sandra, do you have something new coming in? I want to talk about reluctance to the possibility of this new, I don't know if it's a piece of equipment or a new piece of knowledge that you're coming into with energy work or whatever. Sycamore. In Sycamore. I knew it started with S. I couldn't remember where it was. Sycamore Animal Hospital. You have a web page, Sandra, that they can check out? What she does, you guys, it's really, really cool. I get to watch all the stuff she does online. But anyways, they're talking about a new modality or a new awareness coming for you. I don't know if you're getting downloads or you're feeling the energy really, really dynamic around you right now. But they're talking, and it's not like mediumship. It's coming in the other ear, so you're getting guided to do something new, add something that you might be like, I don't know if that's something I can really integrate in. But yes, your guides are really wanting you to try to integrate it. I wish we had that. Had a very vet like that near me. I would love a holistic vet for your birds, right? Yeah, that would be nice, right? Wind is kicking up. Gloria, good morning. Good morning, Teresa. But they're talking about don't skip out on an opportunity because it seems like I'm just not sure. There's some hidden things in there, and I'm not saying hidden like a bad thing. There's some things in there that will surprise you pleasantly. So if this hasn't happened yet, where it's presented itself to you that there's this new thing to learn, it's coming. They're like, there's some hidden benefits in here that you're not even going to be aware of. It's like African lion safari here. Okay, I should actually trailer my gelding over to you. I'm telling you. I worry about him. He had his um, the manuka honey does a wonderful, wonderful job of healing a wound like so quickly. But I also wonder sometimes it doesn't. If you guys have never used manuka honey on a wound, best stuff ever. You just have to make sure you get the real manuka honey, right? Like it should be expensive, pricey for honey. But I wonder if it doesn't like heal things up so quickly that something could be left in there. And I took him. He's seen two vets now. One came here, and then I trailed him off, and to his normal vet, and his wound popped back open. And I thought that it might do that. I thought there might be something in there to abscess out. He told me no, so I went with it. But it's open now. I don't know. I don't know. We're working on it. Anyways, so they're saying that there's something. She's like, vet, no, we're talking about me. There's something behind whatever it is you're looking into doing or is going to present itself to you as a new modality, something new to learn that is going to benefit you greatly. Don't think that it means that you're going to be changing your energy or that you're going to be changing what you do in a big way. Just know that it's going to be a wonderful addition to what you already do. And don't worry if somebody's like, well, but this would, and you feel like, yay, I've got all the things I need. They're like, and this is what they're showing me. Don't let that lioness energy. Shit. 1 second. This is important. I'll be right back. Hold on. Sorry. My uncle doesn't have good vision, and sometimes if something happens, I need to be available. Okay. Yes, a new thing has been presented, and I feel it. Yes, but not done yet. Okay. It says just take care of yourself, take care of your energy. Don't worry about it changing too much. Just know that it's. I'm sorry. Like I've got a phone call that you are in charge, and don't let anybody tell you how to do things. If it feels right, you know this. You know this. Change whatever it is you need to change. And by the way, there's that buffalo energy that you were talking about, like working with buffalo energy. That is big in your background. That is big in your energetic field. By the way, I would also go as far as to say, and I believe you already know this anyways. So, shamanic energy in your background, several lifetimes in a shamanic capacity. And when I say that, you guys, I don't mean necessarily Native American shamanic tradition. Okay, when we think of shamans, we think of um, Native Americans, but actually, most shamans are called shamans. They were called medicine men, right? So the shaman is kind of more of a modern name for them. But for people that work with shamanic traditions, it is the more, you know, hyped up name. But when I say shamanic in the background, what I really mean is the medicine men of many traditions across the world. And I specifically want to go to Serbia. I want to go to colder climates where you felt like you had to be bundled up, where and then they talk about, I don't know if there's reindeer in Serbia. Is there reindeer in Serbia? Because I see like a big animal with cloven hooves, and I'm going to assume that those are reindeer. Good morning, Angel. So, they're like, your soul likes to skip around. It's like it loves to travel. It loves to see different cultures, and working on an extraterrestrial kind of like mission on how do we experience healing throughout this planet on so many different levels. How do we see how different cultures develop their healing with their environment? So it's almost like a scientific healing mission, which is really cool for your soul. My favorite answer is, this is not my first time as a healer. Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, I, and this is just a short little whatever, when we lived in Pawnee. And a lot of people have a hard time, um, especially the younger generations, can't see outside the box that they've been told to see in, right? And I was put in line with a medicine man that lived, worked in Pawnee, and they ran the sweat lodges and traditions and all the sacred ceremonies. And he called me, and I'm talking to him. I'm driving down the road, and I'm super nervous. And why am I super nervous? Because a lot of times we are considered appropriating somebody else's culture. And because I work shamanically, I have been for close to 20 years now. Um, but you kind of feel a little, because people get offended, right? And I don't usually worry about it. I'm talking to this medicine man, and I'm thinking, oh gosh, I hope that I'm not coming across as, just one of those new age kind of people. I feel the healing in my soul, which I know Sandra does as well. When we're doing a healing session, it resonates through the whole energetic field, through your soul, you're just this conduit for healing. We all have the ability to do healing, but our soul likes maybe different modalities too. So I'm talking to this medicine man, and he said something that brought forth the comment from me. Well, I know a lot of people. I said, I appreciate your time talking to me. I would really love to be more. I get to sit on the back porch and listen to the drums as the community drum is practicing for powwow. It was a surprise to us. I didn't know that would happen when we moved to Pawnee. And he says, well, I will have to invite you to ceremony with us. We have one coming up in the spring. Yes, please. I said, I would be honored to attend ceremony. I would love to do that. I know that there's times that people don't look at just practitioners the way that they would look at the indigenous population working through healing. And I said, but he goes, well, this isn't your first, he says, you weren't born Native American in this lifetime, but you've been a Native American medicine man in other lifetimes. So that resonates, and I'll bring you gladly into our group. And I was like, so when you get that validation and someone can say, I see the healer in you, even though you might not have been born into our population, you're still there. You resonate there. That energy is still in your soul. So that is where a lot of your calling started from, was that soul's boomerang right back to the beginning, to right back to your mission. So I love that for you. I do. That was a story. Sorry. It's coffee time. We tell stories. Sadly, that happened right before COVID, and I did not get to attend that ceremony. That broke my heart. But life as such as it is. Okay, moving on. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Can everybody share on your feed, or in a group, or invite a friend. I can tell you that we are going to start implementing, and I used to do this years ago, where I would do a giveaway every month according to who shared. So for every time somebody shared, they got a ticket into the thing. I'm not doing it today. I have to figure out the logistics of it, make sure Facebook and I can do it on all the platforms to see who shared, because they always change things, right? Not doing it today, but we will be doing it. So I hope that helps. And you definitely have some incredible things coming, Sandra. Just be a steward of your own energy. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Good morning, Robin Ball. I know I shuffled these. I want to talk about this is a day of change. I want to talk about some change that you have coming in. Obviously, like it's a day of change. I don't know if it's the energy going around. Is there some kind of planet moving? I'm not an astrologist. Is there some kind of conjunction going on? Um, but they're talking about there's going to be a little degree of change for you, Robin. It's going to make you uncomfortable. But this is where we learn, right? We learn within the uncomfortable moments in life, and they're like, it's all right. And you actually have this one guy that's like, it's okay. Tell her it's okay. Don't panic her right out the gate. Change is okay. Good morning, sunshine, Janet. You have been putting in work. You've been putting in spiritual work, and this is where the change is gonna. It almost feels like a moment where the chains around your heart. I don't know what they're talking about, but this is what they're showing me. This is Taurus season. The chains around your heart, kind of thing. Like you're gonna feel freer. You're gonna feel a degree of relaxation. Good to see you, Mary Crook. A degree of relaxation that you haven't felt in a while, where just you allow things to release out of your body and find a new harmony. They're talking about a new level of peace. I don't know what that is. I have no, because they're showing this nice. It's called song lines. Song lines. I don't understand that one, but I'm gonna go with the not living in harmony with some of the things in life. And it's almost as if you have this picture that's been ripped in half and it's held awkwardly, like not together edge to edge. It's been held awkwardly. So they're like, it's time to bring your edges back together. What is it? What weird curvy edges? What? Oh, that's from Deadpool. Weird curvy edges, but that's kind of what I get. It's time to bring your edges back into alignment because you haven't really been living totally in your own skin. It just feels uncomfortable. Um, and you've been doing it to take care of yourself. This is a natural reflex that your body has, your energy system, your subconscious has to keep you protected and to keep you moving forward in life. And they're just talking about, they're showing you walking in footsteps that are just mirrored your own. Like you're just outside the edge of your footsteps. I don't know, it's the weirdest thing. Like if you were trying to walk within your own footsteps and follow the same path, it just feels off kilter. So they're saying, get ready for change and peace to come for you. Change and tranquility, where you will just feel more in line with yourself. I hope that's helpful. And if you're hearing any buzzing in your ears, that's your guides trying to talk to you more. Yes, drumming ceremonies are awesome. I've had a couple requests just this last week to do drumming in the store. We did it before, and when we first opened, and I think we're going to get back to doing that again. I just have to add it to the schedule. The thing is, if I add so many things to the schedule, good morning, Katrina. If I add so many things to the schedule, I would rather have somebody else come in and facilitate it, because I can only do so much and I'm trying not to overload myself like I had. So I'd rather have somebody else come in and facilitate a drumming circle than have me do it. because I'm covering quite a few bases as it is. If you're local to New Bavaria, no, Defiance, on Friday evening at 6:30, we're starting up the Defiance area paranormal investigators. So we are going to be looking for places to investigate, and we're also going to be looking for people that are interested in going on investigations, which I'm hoping to run this a little bit differently from some paranormal groups I've been in the past. This is not a hunt. We are not hunting anything. We are going in trying to understand if there is something there, and if there is something there, how to facilitate the transition over. This is not a hunt. We're not going to poke and prod at anything. We're going to try to get a better understanding and work with compassion rather than flash and flare that you see on television where they're like, let's go hide in a room and we'll wait until it comes and pokes us. Then we're going to scream at it. And no, we're not doing that. And I will not tolerate it either. So, anywho, moving on. Control freak much? Yeah. Got a problem. Okay, moving on. What time is it? Okay. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Let me see who's here so I can work on that energy. I hope that helps, Robin. I just feel like you're coming together. Your two halves have been sitting like this and they're getting ready to do this. That's the best way to do it. Oh, Heather, it's gonna be okay, don't get me wrong, paranormal investigation. A real paranormal investigation is like watching paint dry. As it should be. My game, my rules. Renee Shellum, good morning. Okay. Hi, Corey. How are you? Good morning, Penny Pridemore. How are you this morning? Okay, so let's see. Who? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, there we go. Let's see. Good morning, Tanya. Have a blessed afternoon yourself. Let's go with. I am supposed to pull. Hold on. Where do these go? Those go there. Don't get too many cards out that you can't keep your shit together, Lisa. Oh wait, no. Pull these. Okay. This is for Gloria. Let's see, Gloria. Gloria. There it is. It popped out. I think I got your number. Gloria. I bet you've never heard that song, right, Gloria? Mm-hmm. They want to talk about finding a quiet moment in your life. Find a quiet moment. Isn't it a beautiful card? I think I have a deck of cards signed by her. Where are all those signed decks? I think they're over here. Or maybe a book. Solitude. Finding peace and tranquility. Sometimes it's all about turning inward, shutting everything off, shutting the phone off, shutting the television off, shut it all off and just go find some quiet place. Even if it's like a park, someplace that nobody else has to go with you, you can just go and find some peace. Yeah, nature. They're talking about nature. And they don't want you to be taking a whole lot of risks right now. They're like, hey, you know what? Keep yourself on your normal track. Don't take a whole lot of risks. Don't do a lot of things that just don't feel right. If it don't feel right, don't do it. Don't feel right, don't do it. And they're talking about love and freedom as well as being kind of things that don't feel as out there for you right now. Like, I kind of think this might be self-love. Like, how do you talk to yourself? Do you give yourself a wonderful, I love you, let's make the day, let's do it kind of morning? Or are you like, God, this I don't like, and that I don't like, and this I don't like, and that I don't like. They're saying, hey, give yourself some latitude to enjoy life, to really, and part of that, part of the foundation of that is being happy with who you are. That's where that finding solitude comes in. Do you know who you are? That's one of my favorite questions. Do you know who you are? And who can answer this, right? Do you know who you are? When I say that, what I'm saying is, if you did not use the adjectives wife, sister, mother, brother, sis, aunt, uncle, whatever, who are you? What do you like to do on your own without being part of a group? Who are you? Good morning, Sag Girl. And we have a hard time sometimes explaining who we are. Like, if I have to explain myself as what the things I like to do are, and the way I like to go forward in life is, how that's what the solitude is. So, like, figure out who you are. That's how you figure out how you are happiest. And by the way, some of the things that you come up with, you may not really care for. Even if you're like, well, you know what, yeah, I'm this person, sometimes I do this and sometimes I do that, and I don't like that about myself, but I do it anyways. It's because it's who I am. That's okay. It's okay. But they're talking about you finding out what is going on with my pointer. I don't. It's the poke and prod method is so disrespectful. It is. So funny you were singing Gloria's song. Been singing that song a lot lately. It's a good song. I hope that's helpful. They want you to figure out who you are on your own. Like, who are you? And love who you are, not who people think you are. A lot of us mold ourselves to who people think we should be. It's just a normal thing to do. They want you to figure out who you are on your own without anybody else's influence or thoughts. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right? I'm mom or grandma. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. But what do you like to do? So they want you to look into that. And you'll find some really good answers in there too. Okay. By the way, we are going to Sedona. Anybody that wants to go to Sedona with us, you can find it at mymysticallife.com. I've got the schedule pretty much worked out. I got to work it out, put it onto the webpage. But we're trying to keep it pretty open. I know people, we're going to be close to the Grand Canyon. Live authentically, right, Jansen? We're going to be really close to the Grand Canyon, and I know people are going to want to take the tour to the Grand Canyon. There is a train ride through the Red Rocks. I would love to do that with Sam. I'm not sure. But I think Saturday we're going to leave pretty wide open for people to go do whatever they want to do. We have a couple trips out to vortexes through Sedona. I don't know. There's going to be some options for people to do. So if you're interested in going, we have some really, really affordable options to come stay with us, because in addition to the things that we have planned, we're going to be doing CE5 meditation. Since it is a dark sky community, that means the lights aren't on in the evening. It is the highest UFO viewing areas in the United States. So we're going to be calling in CE5, if you know what it is, how awesome. We're going to be calling in extraterrestrial. And then one evening we're going to be doing trans mediumship. It'll include healing through the collective, as well as message with Oz. I think it'll be Oz. I never know who I'm going to be talking to when I go into trans mediumship. A couple times ago, we did Celine, a Titan, which was kind of really cool. So hi from Western Australia. Hi, Carol. How are you? So we have a lot of stuff that's going to be going on in Sedona, but we're also going to leave it open because it's your vacation and not just us wanting to book every moment of your time. Okay. And then Sam will be cooking one evening too. So that's going to be, Sam's cooking is amazing. Okay, moving on. Can we get a whoop whoop in the room, you guys? Let's see who is here. I know. I'm going to start sitting down and reconnecting. And I'll start with recording it, and then I'll be posting it, and we'll move from there. I need to slide back into that. I really do. I used to do transmediumship pretty often, you guys. And then when Bill passed away, I stepped away from a lot of stuff. I just did. It happens. Good morning, Beth Hodge. How are you? All right. Megan Blosser, good morning. Good morning, Beth Fry. Let's go with Penny Pridemore. Penny, have we met in person? Penny Pridemore, have we met in person? I don't feel like this stack is. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. Not in person. Okay. Energy feels very familiar to me. Gloria, you're in Ohio. Okay. Where are you in Ohio? Did I pick a nail? No. Maybe I did. Did I pick a nail? No. It's important stuff. Where are you in Ohio? It's where our store is. That's why I'm asking. We're reading for you anyways, Penny. I say we like I have a mouse in my pocket. Our store is in Defiance. Cleveland. Oh, you're not far. Look at me. You're not far. A lot of people go 3 hours. What the hell? I'm like, 3 hours ain't nothing. Do 3 hours of my sleep. Okay. Penny. Penny. Penny, do you ever smell phantom smells? Possibly related to your father's side of the family, like, oh, was somebody a smoker? I mean, these are examples. So, like, I know when Jim is in our car with us, we smell smoke. We smell cigarette smoke. Things like that. What in the world is she talking about? So they're talking about you have somebody that walks really close to you from your father's side of the family. And if you feel like they're there, then they're there. They want to create that validation for you and say, make sure you're just reaching out to that. You do smell phantom smells. You know, that's a clair, right? That's clair aliens. That's one of the psychic clairs. It's not a really greatly known one, but it can be relevant. And I think more people do it than realize it, because how often can you be in the kitchen and you be like, gosh, I think of grandma because of my grandma made beef stew. And Angel probably wouldn't remember that. But grandma made beef stew. And it was one of the things that if I'm cooking and I smell beef stew, I know my grandma's standing there right there with me. So I need you to pay attention to that and put that and just put it in your memory banks of, when I smell this, it's done. That is done by spirit to give you validation that they're standing right there. Okay. Now, I also normally like cat litter. Ew. And weird smells. Yes, cigars from my grandfather. There you go. Good morning, Alyssa. That's okay, though. You know, make sure when that cat litter smell comes up that you're not standing by boxwood outside, because those things are nasty. They were, but that's okay. So overly sweet flowers. Do you ever smell like really, really, really sweet flowers and you have no idea, like, sweet flowers? What a lovely day. Good morning. That one is an interesting one. Definitely. And it can be like way too sweet. Oh, okay. So some of the things that you're doing in life right now are kind of maybe stopping you from being absolutely on the right track. Okay. And that's okay. It's all right, because that's how we learn, right? They're talking about sometimes, yes, roses. Oh, no, it's your cats. It's your cats. Gotcha. The overly sweet flowers are usually angel energy. Angels, guardian angels, stuff like that. So that's pretty awesome. They're talking about you're being given ideas. spiritually, you're being given ideas. You're being given like breadcrumbs. Hey, follow this. Move forward in this direction. Let me help you figure this out. And a lot of times you're stubborn. Me too. You're stubborn, and it's almost like having an argument with yourself. Like, why would you do this? Why would you do that? Uh, just know that you need to give a little leeway to some of the ideas that you have. Give yourself some credit. Give your guides a little bit of credit. Mary Haygood, good morning. Give your guides a little credit for trying to help you a little bit. Now, of course, their job is to just give you the breadcrumbs. They can't say you have to take this, but you kind of need to start stepping into the feeling of what feels right. If it feels right, do it. If it feels like it's they say you have conjunction coming. That was a pretty obvious word they used. Like, you have this conjunction coming, and you're gonna feel after that, Becky, good morning, that you are shifting gears and it's time to start seeing things differently. Because there's going to be something that you're going to look at differently. And you're going to go, oh, well, all this time I thought this meant this. And now you're going to be going, oh, holy crap, I have so much more available to me. It's going to unlock something for you that is going to give you so much more spiritual activity and energy. I'm just going on what they're saying. Step into the feeling. Move forward with it. Good morning, Mystical Thorn. Move forward with it. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be like, oh, I don't know if that's going to work for me. Pay attention. Listen. If it feels right, do it. A lot of things are being spiritually guided to you right now. But what you've done is you've disengaged yourself a little bit, and it's stopping progress. It's stopping progress. So you have to start paying attention. Let things come in. Evening at your side of the world. Absolutely. It's 10 a.m. here. So give yourself some credit. Ooh, that's the thing. You don't give yourself enough credit. You're not giving yourself enough accolades. Like, I have come this far. So what they want you to do is they want you to start looking at where you started to where you are today. Who on here can look at where you started on your spiritual journey, or even think about where you started on your spiritual journey to where you are today and see growth? 8 p.m. there. Wow, you're on a big time change. There's generally, you guys, this huge gap between, because we don't think about it. Change happens gradually, right? And now I know I can look at myself and go, holy shit, from a muggle to where I am today. That's impressive. And by the way, we're allowed to say that. We're allowed to be impressed with our progress. It's not ego. It's going, wow, I've changed. I've changed. Spiritually changed. Yeah, it's time to start connecting. Being in charge of your own symphony. It's what they say. Be in charge of your own symphony. Be in charge of your growth. Put it out there. Put it out there. And you have all these new things that are coming. Oh, especially if you just sit down, and I'm not saying meditate, but just close your eyes and be with yourself for just 2 minutes a day. You don't have to meditate, but just close your eyes and sit with yourself. Feel your own personal energy. Watch you just go. I hope that's helpful. And come over and see us. We're only 3 hours away. Right? Okay. Moving on. By the way, you guys, the webpage is up. You can go shop online. TheMysticalMoons.com is online. All of our webpage is online now. Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, Katrina says, I've grown so much to where I came back to where I started full circle. Yes. Yes, I have 100%. I've changed so much. It's time to do my healing, intuition, etc. You're very welcome. It's your guides. I'm just giving the message, man. Thank you, Renee. I'm just giving the message. Your guides are like, and the word conjunction is not one you hear me use a lot, because I'm not an astrologer. I'm not like, your guides are like, there's a conjunction coming where it's like a tipping point. You're going to go, you're going to feel connection and completion. Okay. Hope that's helpful. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Good morning, Allison Rollings. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? All right, I'm going to do something. Look at me. I'm going to do something. Okay. Some days I do. Teresa, whoever is stepping in the way of you feeling like you can handle situations, or you can have an opinion, or you should be like holding yourself in and not talking as much, you need to start living into your own power. You need to start giving yourself credit and speaking up, allowing things to you guys go, the chips will fall where they may. Hope that's helpful. Mystical Thorn. You don't have to carry everything by yourself, for crying out loud. You can delegate a little bit of stuff here and there. You do not have to be the saving anything for anybody else. Take care of your own energy and let other people take care of theirs. You do not have to carry everybody else's burden for them, because that gets very heavy. It gets very, very heavy. Tell people to do it themselves sometimes. That's super important. All right, Beth Hodge. Beth Hodge. Take a risk. Take an emotional risk and just step out there. Sometimes it's hard when it's like stepping out in the water, putting your toe out in the water and be like, if I tell somebody I like this, what are they going to say? If I tell somebody I want to do this, what are they going to say? So like, take the emotional risk. You'll be surprised that somebody else is not doing the same, and all of a sudden you're going to have something in common. Hope that's helpful. What a lovely day. What a lovely day. Whoo! Somebody is jealous of you. What is it that you have that comes first to mind that somebody thinks that you know somebody is a little bit jealous about, or they would like to have that, and they just, it's, is it called coveting? But don't worry, what you have, you came by honestly, and they have to do the same work too. If you just give things away because they want it, then what are they learning? Nada. Sherry Ann, quit carrying other people's garbage. Same thing. Quit carrying other people's traumas and other people's issues. You have some heart healing to do. You can't carry everybody while you're trying to heal yourself. So start paying attention to this. Your heart chakra, bring a lot of green into your life, and you're going to find that when you step, you'll feel a little bit firmer on the planet. I feel like you feel shaky sometimes and not quite sure how to move forward. But you can't fix everybody else. You can't. Beth Fry. Good morning, lovely. This is about sharing information, divine guidance, feeling of celebration, and allowing things to melt away. Not feeling as if you are alone. That's important. You can't feel like you're alone. You have to move into a feeling of community. I don't know if you have to ask people to be of assistance to you or who you're going to be working in cooperation with, but there's definitely a feeling of asking for help and being okay with that. That's a big deal. You have to be okay with asking for help. And they're like, it's all right. Because together, sometimes we really need to step forward together with other people. I hope that's helpful. Kelly Mills. Kelly Mills. Yes, your mother will move eventually. She needs to be a better steward of what she has going on, and I want to say financially. She needs to really make sure she's accumulating, or they have the King of Pentacles for there's prosperity, but there's also she's a little pig-headed, so you need to make sure she is finding new ways to, I don't know, it's maybe what she's looking for is a little bit out of her price range. Don't be afraid to ask questions and ask for a better price, I think is what they're kind of going with here. For Lacey Marie, balance and peace. Balance and peace. You have to, and this is once again, letting go of other people's garbage. It doesn't serve you. You need to find balance and peace within yourself, and then everything else is going to fall into play. Everything else will fall into play. Everything else will fall into line, and you are going to be able to step forward quite easily. Don't fall into other people's garbage, though, because if you do, that's when you're going to knock yourself off track. Don't fall into other people's garbage, Lacey. Drama, drama, drama llamas. Don't get in it. Don't get into the drama llama. Corey Johnston. Boy, this Knight of Cups keeps coming up today. This Knight of Cups is talking about taking chances, moving forward with your emotions, allowing things to be progressive, okay? If it feels as if you're a little stagnant in some areas, start moving forward, thinking about how to move forward with that. And the Ten of Pentacles talks about a fruition of all things you've worked on becoming reality. Becoming reality. Hope that's helpful. Penny Moose, Penny Moose. Penny. It's time to find something that lights your fire and move forward with it. You need to find some kind of passion, something that you can start really feeling like this is what I want to do. A lot of times we do what we have to do. This is something you want to do. Figure out what you want to do with life, and even if it's just a hobby, it'll bring in a sense of accomplishment, which may change other areas of your life. Oh, man. Do that right on the floor. Hope that's helpful. So this one must be for Janet Esham. Whatever you have going on, you are on the side of right. Justice will prevail. The scales will tip in your favor. Even if it's not happening right now, if somebody wants to be a little bit shitty with you in the future, don't worry. You're doing fine. You're doing great. Everything is in balance at the moment. And just because you're on the side of I did everything I could. Okay. Other Johns. My love. There are times, and this is hard because I know her. There are times you feel as if you have no control over situations, right? And boy, do you want to. So I have the Queen of Pentacles reversed, and then I have the King of Wands reversed, because there's some things in life you're like, I know the right answer, but you have to keep that, right? You can't always be like, I'm the only one that's right. Holy shit. And then the Emperor reversed. They're like, you can't take care of every situation because you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to take care of every situation. You're supposed to be staying out of the drama. And sometimes it's just better to turn inward. Sometimes it's better to turn inward and use your own good judgment. Use your own good judgment. You're still singing, Gloria. Did I do? Oh my goodness, my pointer just went nuts. Okay. I'm looking. Da 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 da. Gloria or Kelly Lavoie. Kelly Lavoie. Gloria. Right? I think I got your number. Kelly. Guess what, Kelly? Kelly, the feeling of being stifled, of not being able to step forward emotionally, stuck right here, not going anywhere, wanting to, but just knowing it, there's too much going on for you time. That's coming to an end. That's coming to an end. The Fool, I have the Fool here for you. This is the beginning of a whole new journey. You have something new coming into your life where you can go, this is mine. And it doesn't mean you're cutting everything else away, right? It means there's something new coming in where you get to make all the mistakes or all the successes, and just step off and do whatever it is you want to do. So I don't know if it is you have a new business venture coming up or what that has to do with what, but they're saying, hey, be open to change, allow some emotional aspects into your life that maybe you felt held back from, and off you go. Off you go. Okay. All right, everybody. I have to go to work, so I will talk to everybody later. Maybe we'll see. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day. So find light, find love, find joy, feel divine, because you are. And if Mr. Fry were here, he would say, "May the light be with you always." Okay. Have a great day, guys. All right, looking at comments. Okay, she's not buying a house on. Something is going on, Kelly. They're talking about a higher. Have her keep her money closer. Have her keep her money. She needs to save money for something. I'm not sure. I don't know. I just get the message. All right, moving on. Everybody, have a wonderful afternoon, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.